What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and beautiful people of the Crasher community? How are you today? We're back with a new video on the channel. Thank you very much for tuning on in, you absolute legends. So, in today's video, it has been a hot minute since we have last done an installment on the Awful Twitter Takes series. In fact, I think it's been well over a year. So what better way to bring this series back to the forefront with a take like this? Let's go ahead and let's talk about it. So what we have here is Verlisify once again on his fire-starting drama bullshit ways with the following. The best NPC test is if someone thinks Pokemon Legends Arceus is a good game. Worst gameplay loop, catching a Pokemon once isn't enough. More restrictive progression than Let's Go /Sun and Moon /Sword and Shield, since you can't go 3 minutes without being stopped. Trash fanfic story that breaks existing lore. Deliberately broken catch and battle mechanics for artificial difficulty. Horrible crafting and resource gathering, atrocious Pokemon designs, just a careless tech demo. Now before we go further, I want to make one thing very, very abundantly clear. It's okay to agree and disagree, to have your likes and your dislikes, but how you go about expressing them is where things start to form. Now if Verlis here just said that he didn't like Pokemon Legends Arceus and explained why without any disrespect, then you know what? It would be like, alright, cool, you know, I disagree with you, but hey, that's cool. I understand where you're coming from. But you see, the guy likes to continuously throw around his petty BS behavior, his insults, like NPC now. He likes to call anyone that disagrees with him NPCs. Like, can you believe it? Well, actually, I can, because even though we're in 2024, Verlis has proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that he is literally incapable of growing up and changing for the better. Like, here's the deal, and this is coming from someone that, unlike him, is actually reasonable and logical. I like Pokemon Legends Arceus. If you happen to like it as well, hey, that's cool, man. If you happen to dislike it, despite me liking it, hey, that's cool as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can go about talking about our likes and our dislikes and agree to disagree without being assholes to each other. And this is a very basic, rudimentary type of principle that a 30-something-year-old guy like Verlisify still has yet to comprehend. I also find it funny that on top of that trend right there and the trend of Verlisify blocking people over very mild circumstances like disagreeing with him or proving him wrong, well, he also now has an added option, that being hiding replies. And this right here is a fine example of that, where Verlisify is responding to someone by saying Legends fans are the worst fans. Can't even call them that, actually. They are fake fans. Wow, that's a soundbite. That's also really funny coming from you, Verlisify. You want to talk about people being fake fans because they like something that you don't? How immature and petty can you be? And here's a screenshot of some of those hidden replies, and the reply that stands out to me the most comes from Great Mudkip. My god, dude, get the fuck over it. Most actual mature people don't care what others enjoy. I hate Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, but I'm never going to put people down for liking it or even it being their favorite game. You know why? Because it doesn't matter. And that's exactly it right there, Mudkip. It doesn't matter. If you like a Pokemon game that I happen to enjoy, then that's cool. If you happen to dislike a Pokemon game that I enjoy, that's cool, and vice versa. If you happen to enjoy a Pokemon game that I dislike, hey, that's cool too, man. I mean, at the end of the day, we are Pokemon fans, and we just want what's best for the Pokemon games and for the Pokemon fans and communities. So yeah, this right here is just another example of Verlisify bullying people because they dare like something that he doesn't. I also want to address this funny little tweet as well. Now, this is on something completely unrelated here, so we have ourselves Avian here saying, I know about your past, but my god, nobody can leave you alone, can they? Your haters seem to be cultists or something. To which Verlis responds, yeah, they are cultists because everything bad about my past is a lie, and they have made their only personality trait hating me over lies and misinformation. Oh boy, that is quite the take. Now let me make this abundantly clear. It would be one thing if Verlisify did bad things in the past and said bad things in the past, but acknowledged those mistakes and used those mistakes as motivation and inspiration to change himself for the better. He would be a new person and the old person would be completely left behind, and therefore his past mistakes aren't a reflection of who he is today, and therefore if anyone were to bring up those mistakes, it would be rather petty because he isn't that person anymore. However, the reason why people are still bringing this up is because he hasn't changed worth a damn. Not in the 10 plus years that he has been on YouTube. But this right here is an example of behavior that Verlis has always been consistent with. He always runs behind the lies and misinformation that haters are spreading, which, by the way, let me make it very, very clear that criticism isn't hate, okay? These are criticisms that people have rightfully been giving to you, myself included, for the many instances that have been appropriate, and yet you want to say they're lies and misinformation? Okay, buddy, well, where's your burden of proof on that? It's not a lie that you are, in fact, a bully. You still do the same bullshit that you do today that you have done years ago when I have called you out for being a bully, and it seems like that those callouts have aged like a fine wine. But you know what? I guess some things don't change. Even in the year 2024, some things still remain the same. And if Verlisify's antics remain the same, then my occasional callouts are going to remain the same as well. But at the end of the day, it's not really something to take too seriously, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, these videos more or less are meant for entertainment and for poking holes in his really, really flimsy statements, but sometimes things do need to be said that are on a more serious note. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have to say here. Comment your thoughts and opinions down below. I always love to hear you guys back. And that's it for the video, ladies and gentlemen. So I want to say thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you for your time as well in viewing this video. Have yourself a damn good one, you beautiful people. Be kind to yourself and to others. And remember this at the end of the day. It's okay to have your likes and dislikes, your agreements and disagreements. I mean, hell, I'm sure some of you guys watching my content disagree with some of my takes, and that's absolutely cool. But just remember, at the end of the day, do respectfully communicate why you disagree, and I will happily more than reciprocate. And hey, you know what? Maybe I can take that as an opportunity to learn something, because we never ever stop growing regardless of how old we get. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, have yourself a damn good one.